Restart the YubTub stream. All right, let's go. We're gonna be pushing pretty big push. Big old push. I'm pretty close to getting the next skill point. 22.6, so I need 900. So we're gonna be working on that for sure. Okay, we got fairies. Big fairies. That means we go back. Really? Who needs the stat buff? Nah, me. Alright, now we just run through. Take all of those. Yeah, I want to do a big push stream because I need, what, 81 of these or something? We're at 37, so... to smash through as many locations as I can over the next couple hours. I'm not gonna stop and farm. We're just gonna blow it up. Get a bunch of chests, hopefully get a rarity level or two on my chests. I forgot my bones are set up weird because I was farming Stronghold of the Lost Ones. Which, by the way, I farmed that all day yesterday. I went from like 404 or 405 to 424. But 20 skulls in one day, like, that's not bad. that's not bad. That's pretty good. Doink. My weapon's not even leveled up either. I don't have any hunting levels. All right. Dimitri. Next up, it used to be no potions, but now we can potion. It just makes everything whoop my ass. What do we got here? One rich chest, a ring. Gothic Chest, 2 bags. It's alright, I suppose. Alright, same deal. Gotta look for buffs. And now we run. Everything's powered up. Are you sure? It don't feel like it. I feel like getting a lot more gold since I have hunting at the start this time. Should probably redo my build. Just make it like an all around build. Let's mucho better row. I'll do that on this next one. Pause that. Lord Fafar. He's a nice man. Alright, next one is just no speed. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to level 5 here. 2 5 here. We get that thing. Magic goes to 5. All air attack. Shooting goes to 5. Points don't really matter. It's just that, I guess. We'll just drop everything else into close combat. We'll take that, 2, 3. All the stat points into stamina. And here we go 6. 5. We'll do auto and then 4 luck. Do right there. 5 in cunning. That's probably fine. Of the rest in prayer. We want 1 road to faith. 1 of all of those. And the rest into sacred awe. We definitely want all XP. That like usual. 1 there. All of those. 1 there. All of them. And then we go from there. Alright, we got berries, so we just need to go back. Now we have everything, so now we just win. Obviously, I got more time to level up on this one too because we're running slower. So I think if we're just doing... I'm just gonna go to 21. It's gonna kind of throw off my... I don't think it really matters. Because it's not like we're grinding for ore when I'm AFK anymore anyway. I mean, we are, but we're not. Let's just set it up like I would... like actually playing. I'm gonna go to 21 prayer. And after that, dump everything into mining. The grind runs while I'm AFK aren't gonna get anywhere near that. They're gonna get to like maybe 17 prayer by the end, but that's fine. $61.9 million mining skill points and cunning. My gold flow is obnoxious right now. Do I want to level up anything else? Not really, I'm not gonna need anything else. Like, all these technique points are gonna more than carry everything. 75% more damage for each unused unit of spirit. 1.8 billion spirit. Great! Yeah, 26 billion stamina. Alright, so there's 21 of both of those. Let's just start leveling up other shit. I wonder how much damage I actually do right now. I'm not gonna be able to read any of that. Skill point gain is pretty nuts. It's gonna be even worse here in a little bit. Even worse. I have to pause so I can save the build. Guess I'll just save it here, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save over this one. Big push. Okay. Actually, let me spend the rest of the points too. Let's just go close combat for damage. And mining for more stamina. Alright. Would probably be better to ambrosia through this one, but since I was making the build, it's fine for now. But next time we do the frozen one, I'll just use ambrosias. Just to blast through it faster. Alright, it's a big goat man. Click the wrong button, but we gotta reset anyway. So let's turn this on. It'll take a little bit longer because it has to level up all the way through everything. Oh, look at that. Berries immediately. I should just spend all the skill points as I get them. Running at 200, so. Because my other build put everything into strong-willed. Because I didn't used to just get the buff and run at 200. I still needed a bunch of strong-willed, so that's why I wanted to redo it. And most of the points that I spent, like, it's never going to put extra points into wizardry or magic. It's always just going to... It's going to get prayer to like 17 maybe. And close combat to 17 maybe, and then it's going to be done. But I at least have the extra points spent in case I end up farming or whatever it is. But this setup's probably at least doubling, well, maybe not doubling, but it's adding a lot of damage because this is only like 30. I mean, just cut off however many close combats I have, 11. So yeah, it's like 34 here and 10 here. So it's over doubling the damage from an astral weapon, of course. The dissection is just good. 46,000. This could be better if I put more points in cunning, since I have the skill book. Yeah, we're at 47 already, and we're not even at 17. Not even close, but that's just because of how the auto builder works. Of course, auto builder is very slow at spending skill points, but that's just how it works. Already got quite a few chests. Air damage, oh boy! There's Redford. I love Redford. So I'm actually over 100 times on my Mercury gain now. 2.2 is 232. It was like 101 something times. I don't know. That's crazy, dog. Basically, I get a lot of Mercury, dude. Stronghold of the Lost One, so that's right, there's 3 of those here. I actually have to go back. This Palace of Destruction does not have altars. Actually, I need to go forward now. Oh, never mind, I don't need to do shit. I don't need to do shit. We just run. So the only modifier that is an issue now is the gold one, whatever it's called. But the good news is we can pray, but if we get the wrong buff, then we gotta wait 5 minutes to be able to pray again. And I don't really know like what I do for 5 minutes. I guess we could open chests and spend some points or something. Turn quests in, just do inventory management or whatever. Maybe we could take a look and see if we can build a decent ring. I haven't looked at my rings in a while. But hopefully we don't run into that modifier and then it won't be a problem. So I still want to go back, even though Palace of Destruction doesn't have altars. just to keep the fairies up. So that way we can take advantage of the fairy buff to get a bunch of altars. And the fairy buff is still good, and getting all of these altars along the way is great because it doesn't show the exact number, unfortunately. Is there a way to... No. I'm not even sure what all that does. Unfortunately, there's not like a full number thing, I don't think. No. But anyway, my main point was Road to the Faith still gives... It's supposed to be +3 spirit per altar, but with however much spirit percent I have, got 10,309 spirit percent. So what's that times 3? Like 30,000 or something. Math is hard. So basically, I'm getting a bunch of spirit like per altar, even though I only have 1 point into Road to the Faith. So if I'm getting like 20 altars a zone, that's 30,000 times 20. That's 600,000 per zone, which adds up to quite a bit. Quite a bit. Quite a whole bit. I think we'll probably stop and open chests. Of course, at the next island. I guess we don't really need to stop. We can just open chests during the first zone of the next island, the first area of the next island, the first location of the next island, whatever it's called. I need 1,000 let them to get another skill point. I definitely want. Got almost 100 levels on zone 33. That's crazy. Like, I'm guessing where my XP is at right now, it's more than enough to get a level from every single thing that I run into and everything that I kill. We're gonna be like 3K by the end. And obviously the amount of monsters in game that you get is random, so it can vary, but I'm getting almost 100 levels of zone, especially towards the end. Definitely gonna be yeah, I'm over 3,000. That's crazy, dog. And I got a level for killing the boss. Like, if the XP could roll over and you could level up more than just one level per enemy, like, my level would be ridiculous right now. It would be a problem. Alright, next island. It feels so good to just be able to do stuff again. And not have to sit and wait forever. What's this place called? Grimoire Rock. Alright. Damn it. That sucks. Well, we gotta be able to pray for that. And if we don't get it, we'll wait for that, then we'll open boxes and stuff when we get there. So that way we have something to do while we're waiting if I don't get the buff. Speaking of getting the buff. We got the buff. Got 111 for clearing the island too, so that's also going to help a lot. Getting to that next skill point. What does this area modifier do again? Oh, it's just random areas. Okay. Druid altars are 4 times more likely to appear. This could be an area worth farming for whatever, but if it's random every time, you can't guarantee a red fort anywhere like you can a regular zone. Because obviously doing a regular zone, everything's set. Whereas like here, you know, like there's no telling if you'll actually get red fort at a decent zone number, or a druid would anywhere nearby. Trying to see what the number is that I'm hitting for, but it's hard to tell. I think I see a E102 in there. I think I saw E102 in there. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Like, my damage is definitely way higher with this build, just because I'm going full technique. Technicality! Oh, another rich chest, wow. Magic fort. Physical resistance. Oh no! Where's the fairy buff, dog? There we go. Let's see, how many chaos just do I have right now? 17. That's 17% increased damage, dude. Thirty percent increased damage. I wonder if I should use the... I don't think there's one for air, is there? I think it's just fire and water. Water is amplified and then fire amplifies other elements. They do have some fire damage. But air is my highest percentage, I think. Probably check that. I should probably check that. Yeah, air's 6,000, fire's only 26. Oh, right. Is this the slow one? Yeah, it is. Let's just blow through it. Slow my ass! Doink. So let's see, I've been streaming for almost 50 minutes. I have cleared, what was that last time? Like seven locations. And this one's 5 and I'm on the 3rd one. So I've cleared about 10 locations in 45 minutes before the patch went in to fix the altars and make everything way better. I did, what was it, 5 locations in an hour and a half? Drastic difference. Double the amount of locations in half the amount of time. Redonkle bonkle. I forgot to pause my build. That's okay, we can just enter and exit. No big deal. Alright, so here, again, altars do not grant blessings, they can yield valuables. I think you still have to take the skill in cunning to be able to do that. I don't know if it activates them or not. Or if like you have the buffs if it still clicks on them or whatever. I think they have like a different symbol or something. I'll have to look. Alright, first thing we want to do is turn this back to 2. We want to pause, leave, yes. Re-enter. And the first thing we do is level 3, we camp, and we pray. And get the wrong buff. Okay. Let's go ahead and open all these boxes. We got 5 minutes. See if we got to 25 yet, or if we're still... Oh, yep, we're 25 now. Sick. Okay, this ring is not great. That's an Eve ring. That amulet is... not bad if you want to live. Not bad if you want to be alive. Fire and air on an tar, that's whatever. Last sound was 70% mace damage and gold. That's okay, but I kind of want different stuff on Dar. Prayer two-handed potion power. No amulet, rip off. That's not great. Bow experience, fairy power, potion power. Meh. In here we're just looking for stuff like that. Another demiurge. I think we can go to 26 on that now. Jack, that poor guy, got demolished. Another demiurge. Skills. So let's see. We can I must have got these from feuds. I was like, why do I have? So you got 324s. $26. That ain't right. Okay. Did we get anything else that was interesting? I don't think so. No abysses. We got that warped hammer, right? What's my warped hammer? Mine's a 23. Okay. We can just straight up swap to this guy. Then obviously hold on to this. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get 23s anymore because my chests are 25s now. So I can probably just scrap everything that's 23 and under. Except for runes. I don't want to scrap runes yet. I don't know. Let me see what we got. Got 24 E's. Got like 24 of everything I would want. 24 Balder. Do I have a 24 Paraganus or no? I don't see it anywhere. Nope. What is mine? Is mine 23 or is it like 22? I have a 23. Mine must be 22. Yeah. I technically don't need this anymore. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Obviously having one would be nice to have, but the 22 is probably more than enough. More than good enough. What do we got down here? Anything decent? Some old ass Moon Knight stuff. This is 25. Too bad this is whatever. It's kind of whatever. Does it get anything like for cleric? It's just all out of the shop now since feuds haven't been updated. Alright, let's see what we got going on in here. Ooh. Pretty much just put any Eve, since Eve stats don't do anything. Stamina, shield armor. Earth, herb search. Bunch of sword damage. You like using swords? Stamina, melee, total, no. Spirit, no. That ring is not good. Bunch of stamina and power to 3 blessings, but it's only 2 stats. I don't know if there's magic damage. Stamina, damage melee weapons each hand. It's okay. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I found what I want. What does this have on it? Trash. What does this have on it? Double one-handed. Okay. Health regen. Base damage. Let's see. What are these dars? Health one-handed mace. Borgor's gold gain. Why is that so low? 82? 160 health percent. 876 Gorgors, gold gain, power of the 3 blessings. Need to see if we have anything else. I don't know why these are favorited. There's a mineral search on it. Plant spirit. These are just old. That's not a bad ring. Purples aren't great though. I don't search potion power, go for jewelry, spirit. It's only one mineral search. Yeah, I just don't really have anything to use. Unfortunately, these are all just too low. Probably need to unfavorite all of these rings. Just get rid of them. Yeah, so I don't have a lot right now. Let's see. Yeah, those are all kind of whatever. Can we level anything up? I don't think so. I don't have anything that I want to level up anyway. Yeah, I don't really want to level this one up. This one isn't really a big gain. I'll level this up. This is my triple Gorgors. Yeah, I'll level that up. It's like 100 and something Gorgors, right? Well, more than that. That's like 45, 60, so it's 100, and then that one is another 40. It's like 140% Gorgors. A little bit of stamina, a little bit of spirit. A little bit of magic. Let's go ahead and level it up, that's fine. I can apparently level this? No, I cannot, because I need, what is that, Dragon Claw or something? Whatever that thing's called. Need mushrooms for that. It's 42 Gorgors, a ton of stamina. Yeah, I really don't want to spend the purple stuff though. I still need to level this thing up. And this thing, we also need the dragon dudes. But this thing's level 20? Good lord. This ring is nuts though. Like, this ring is stupid. Stupid ass ring. Alright, so we're not making a ring. Let's go ahead and go in here. I'm gonna disassemble, mass disassemble. I don't want to do all categories because I kind of want to keep the runes. So let's just go in here. Rarity up to probably just 23. Yeah, I just want to get rid of all this stuff. Disassemble, weapons, same thing. Get rid of all the old shit. Rid of those. Let me go on favorite all that other stuff. All these old ass rings. Okay. Now this should pop up. We can pray again. Got the right buff. Good. Now we can go. Let's turn the build back on. I just blow up those rings real fast. Alright. And here we go. This is going to be a little choppy because we don't have... I guess my run speed is still 200 because of the defense. Defense is supposed to increase your run speed. Or something? I forget exactly how it works. It's just gonna be a little chuggy because there's no AoE attack. Like I have chopping strike, but I don't have the fire buff, so it's just gonna be a little slow. I could ambrosia through it, I guess, if I wanted to, which I guess I should. I should do that. So that way we can do as much as possible. That dude had 5 TG health. I don't know what TG means, but we'll just call it triple G. Got triple G health. That dude had like 40-some triple G health. That's too much. Everything should just die now since I load up my weapon. Let's get ready to set this back to 2. There we go. Great. Len, who's that? Have I seen that name before? I'm not sure. I think that might be a new guy. He's way over here. All right, the hard zone is done. Even though it's not really hard anymore, you just have to wait. Just gotta wait a little bit. $250 hearts in the stamina. Damn! Even the hearts don't really do much anymore. Unfortunately. I think I have like 10 hearts in the mana, 218. Let's get spirit to 250. I'm gonna get all of them to 250. That's the goal. Wait, so that means I've cleared, let's see, 40 to 50. That's 300. 518 areas that I have completed. That's crazy, dog. And what island are we on right now? 85. All right. $22.2, we gotta get to 22.6. We're gonna get 100 after we clear this zone. So we're pretty close. Gotta clear like one more island, I think. Or maybe 2. Because it's 24 per area. Maybe like 400, maybe 5, depending on the actual number. So that's 4 areas is basically 100. So if it's a 4-area island, you get like 200. So I need to clear like 2 more islands. Right, a mayor, definitely seen that dude before. Alright, that's island 86 complete. Isle of Black Ash. It's a big old boy too. Alright, please don't be shitty, please don't be shitty, please don't be shitty, please don't be shitty. Alright, only one. Only one. We just gotta do the same thing. Everything else is fine. Everything else is okay. Got the buff right away. Cool. Yeah, you see the difference that the fire buff makes. Fire buff just kills everything. So it makes running through super smooth. Super duper smooth. Hey, drop me a pot. Or tea kettle, whatever the hell that was. Alright. Yasin. That's his name. I read it. Alright, this is what used to be no potions. And still potion. And there we go. Alright. Curse doesn't really do anything, but I'm gonna turn it on for fun. Just in case something just happens to live. I kind of want to make a big health ring for farming Stronghold of the Lost Ones. Because if you don't have enough health for however your bones are set up, it'll do like the auto builder where as you get more health, it'll put like 1 bone a second and then take the health. You need like 250 bones to have the click for me maxed out. Because it's 5 times less effective or whatever for Chaos Bones. So I kind of want to make like a mega health ring to see if I can start with a decent amount of health to have the majority of the 250 bones spent already or not. But obviously I would want some sort of damage on the ring, as well as Mineral Surge and Gorgors. Whatever else I could get my hands on, of course. But making decent rings is probably a ways off because I want to get the last few skill points in the Let 'em shop. Then I want to buy chests to try to get the skill books that I'm still missing. And then I'll probably start buying rich chests. But that is a ways off. Because this costs 22.6, it's gone up 4k per point, and if I got 9 and then if 10's cap over here, that's 28 and then, or 26 and then 30. So yeah, it's gonna be like a couple months. This couple months to be able to get the skill points. Yo, what's going on? I'm doing pretty good now that I can play my build pretty reliably. Since they fixed altars. Well, I say fixed. They reverted altars. With the new buffs, it's a lot easier to set up. And I redid my build today, so I did way more damage. Yeah, I got the Black Onyx a few days after the patch once I figured out how to actually get it. I tried like everything I could think of to get it, and then it turns out you just gotta kill the level 40 boss. Which sucked because I was on island 70 something at the time. Takes too long? It didn't take me long to set mine up. The only reason it took a while to set it up was because I did it on the frozen thing, the frozen modifier, so my run speed was nothing. But it worked out because it allowed me to like have time to think and stuff, and I wasn't just blasting through the thing. But yeah, right now we're just pushing areas because I'm very close to being able to buy the next skill points. At 22.3k, let them. I need 22.6. If I clear this island, I'll be around like 22.5, and I'll have to clear one more after that, and I should be able to buy it. And then if it goes up to plus 10 like the other shop, then I need 2 more. But it goes up like 4k every time you buy it, so getting to plus 9 is going to be 26,000, and then getting to plus 10 is going to be 30,000. So it's going to be a couple months to do that. Yeah, I already did that. My journal is just the Unitor quests. Unitor, but we're just letting those pile up. We can grab them later. Just saying, I definitely need to clear at least 2 more islands. Two more. Skip the ending. Yeah. Okay, we got fairies already. That's good. And just like that, the build is set up. Yeah, there's a lot of little things. Skipping the ending. Or having like a sped up ending. Like they sped up chest animation, sped up the rebirth animation. Speeding up the ending thing would be great. Like just running past the guy and using the altar. How do I get so much mana? Okay, so the way my build works is I'm wearing the full cleric set. So I have 52,581% to the power of the 3 blessings. I have one ring that has triple Gorgors on it because the Glot ring that I used had double Gorgors for the 2 purple stats. And then one of the regular stats on it is Gorgors as well. And then just whatever other rings I have with Gorgors and everything else. So basically, all of that combines together to make this buff give me currently 1.3 million stat points to every skill that's at least level 5. So when that happens, and I get that buff, and we get enough Sacred Awe, I get 1.3 million skill points into everything, which then obviously you get 10 points of mana. So yeah, I'm at plus 14 million mana from the skill points spent, and then I have, I think I have like a tiny bit of mana percent. 218% to mana. So yeah, that's how I get to why my stats blow up. Like I got 1.4 billion spirit. I got 21.1 billion stamina. On my main weapon, I use 13 of the stamina percent spheres, and then 11 base damage, and then I just annihilate everything. You don't have the cleric set? How far, like what island are you on? Are you like past Silver Reef? Because that's the last feud. If you can pick up some of the pieces from doing feuds, that would be the best way to get it for now. But the only other way to get the cleric gear is buying it in the shop. And with the 0.15 patch, they reduce the price. If you get one that's the lowest quality, it's 1.7k Letum. Lost Island, which one's that? Let's find out. Big Lost. Uh-huh. Oh, you right here? Well, your next feud is this one right here. So you clear this island, you get this feud. It looks pretty easy. What is this? Damage 10 times lower. Axes, swords, axes. You just AFK'd. Yeah. I mean, like, when I started playing this game around this time last year, I think. So yeah, I've been playing about a year now, I think. And like I have just actively been doing anything I can to get better, get stronger, whatever it is, communicating with other players through the stream. And then just developing stuff on my own, like as I go. And this is just where I'm at right now. Okay, so we gotta go in. We gotta pause the build. Spin that. Okay. So now we play through. We're at level 3. One in the Gorgors. We camp. We pray. And son of a bitch. Alright, well, let's open chests. I got my chest to 25 rarity, which is very good. Oh, damn. I think that's an upgrade. I think mine's only 24. Yep. That is an upgrade. More damage for me. There's a 25 Paragon. 25 Demiurgi. Alright, not bad. So let's go ahead and set up that Banshee Scry. Where'd he go? Where are you at? Should be right here. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? So just do this then. Alright. This way we can see what the difference is for damage too. So this thing is... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 31 trillion. Oh, but it's equipped. Okay, let me do this. Let's favorite this, do that. Unequip. So almost 28 trillion. Because of the 31 trillion. 23.3 trillion. 20.9 trillion. So yeah, I went up 2.4 trillion. That's pretty good, dude. Oh, but that one has one spin here. Let me spin one here and let's see the difference. Oh, it's still 23.3, okay. So it doesn't change like the damage on the weapon. Well, regardless, it's a decent upgrade. Clear an island a day. Yeah, no, this is a game like you have to actively play to get where you want to be. Like if all you do is AFK, then really all you do is just get Mercury to buy stats in the alchemist shop. That's pretty much it. Like you have to actively do the feuds. You have to actively make progress. Otherwise, like, you're just not gonna get anywhere. Which is what I like about the game. Like, yeah, you can AFK forever, right? But like at the same time, like you still have to actively play, actively come up with a build, actively try different stuff depending on the modifier and what your power is at that current point in time. I'm at 22 point. Oh no, I'm not at 22.5. I don't like that it rounds up, right? Like I'm only at 22,453, but it rounds up because it's over 50. So it says 22.5. I'm not at 22.5. What else can we do? I guess we can set up some runes here. We got the Paraganus. Oh, we got two of them. We're gonna make it 26. Just in case I need that again. My ease is rarity 11. I don't think it matters if you... Because I don't think this... Does this, like, give you more attack speed if it has more rune force? Like, I don't think it does. I think it's just the effect. But I mean, I guess there's no reason not to have a higher quality one. Right? I don't know. I don't really know. Well, whatever, let's just set up some stuff since we have time. We got 30 seconds. Let's see. Make this. And then we're here. Just all techniques. And then if I swap these out, it should just work. Correct. Once I turn the build back on, that is anyway. Around September. Last 2 makes made more progress than last 8 months. Yeah, no, like, I like if you do the feuds, even if you get like the, well, I mean, you're only like halfway through the feuds, I think. So, like, just do your feuds, try to get the cleric gear from that, and then just work on your rings and stuff. The main stats you want to look for, like I said, is Gorgor's power of the 3 blessings. If you want to do what I'm doing, get a bunch of stamina percent. I also have some spirit percent. Stamina, in my opinion, is a better set to go though, because nothing is ever... I think the highest reduction is like 30% from location modifiers. Whereas like Spirit has like, they were recently changed to 50 times less and 100 times less. Alright, we got the rainbow. We can go. I need to turn my build back on now, of course. So stamina is the better option. Just because of that. Oh yeah, I need to... We just want to play through this. Turn on the ambrosias. But yeah, I think stamina's a better option. I think mana is actually never cut. But magic is turned off in feuds. Stamina will never be like fully turned off. Because you need stamina to like actively do anything. $3K health, 10K stamina, 9K mana, 8K spirit. Yeah. Yeah, I would say just focus on the feuds. Do the feuds every time they pop up. Every 3 days. And get some rings. try to make some decent rings of power, and then get the cleric's head from killing the generals. Obviously, you have to be very lucky because the general item pool is very big. And then for weapons, like, you basically want what I'm using right now. You want a Banshee's Cry as your main weapon. You want a Whisper as your offhand, which you also get from the generals. Then you want Isrun and the XP bow, or at least that's what I use. I'm sure you can experiment with whatever you want to do, but... He did. Every time you get a bad ring from an island reward, can you actually do that? Because I know the chests are reset. The chests are always the same. I think. At least when you buy them, they are. I don't know about... if it's like a chest you collected from a boss or anything. Like right now, I'm about to get a rich chest from this area. Oh, okay, so the one from the like map rewards, those ones reset. Okay, that's cool. So you just save before you grab it, and then just close the game if it sucks, and then reload? Or do you even need to reload? Feels like cheating. I'm exploiting the game. That's okay. I used to exploit all kinds of shit. Like the journal, a long time ago, you could take the quest rewards, and then you could leave the area and then go back in, and it would knock 3 hours off the timer. So I was able to just sit here and collect quest rewards a bunch. And then there for a while, we were we found out that if you just you go in an area, you collect 50 letum, and then you leave, and then you can go back in and collect another 50 letum. But they eventually changed that to just be 50 letum an hour, no matter what. So that was another thing that we did for a bit that somebody showed me. What else was there? I think that those were like the two main ones that I did. I didn't do the letum one very much, but the journal one I abused the shit out of that because. Like at that point I had ground out the majority of the quests a bunch of times, so I was just like, you know what, let me just go in and out and smash these quests. But now it doesn't do that anymore, and my quest timers are all over the place, so. Pretty much just grab them like once a day or whatever. I wonder if they have like older builds available, because I know some games will have older builds on Steam. I wonder if they have older builds available or not. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. Oh, right, I didn't get a heart for that boss because of the thing. Also, I've been spending hearts and stamina and we're supposed to be doing other stuff. I was gonna stay at 250, but I guess it doesn't matter now. If it don't really matter now, do it. It's cheating, dog! Yeah, but I mean... It's not like this game's multiplayer or anything, so... I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, it may be multiplayer eventually, I don't know. But I mean, that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. Like, I'm glad I can finally play the game again, but now I'm waiting for like the next big like gameplay update. That's what this game's been missing. Most of the updates have just been like mechanic changes. They either need to add like higher island feuds or add like a new thing entirely. Max achievements? Man, I mean, the achievements are... They're not that hard. All you get for doing them is chests. Like, if you just load somebody else's save file, then you just have whatever they have, and it doesn't really... Like, I think that's worse than doing, you know, what we were just talking about, because then it's, like, not even your progress. And then it's just kind of like, ew, somebody else touched this. Yeah, giving max damage per bone that you have. And then they also lowered enemy health, so things should be easier to do overall. Yeah, I mean, if you're just loading somebody else's save file, like, unless you're testing something, or you just want to see how something works, and then you want to do it with your file, like, that's cool, I guess, but, like, if you're just taking somebody else's progress and then using that, it's like, why even play the game at that point? It's like, because part of me, like, if I ever uploaded my save file somewhere, I'm like, yo, here's my stuff. Check it out, do what you want with it. Like, I feel like that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, that's my fucking save file, dude. I worked hard on this shit. Like, I haven't spent the last year of my life getting to this point to just, you know, hand that out, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind sharing tips and helping people with, you know, the build that I have and getting it set up and whatever, like, that's fine. But I'm not just gonna hand you my save file and like, oh, you want my build? Here you go. Like, nah. Nah, dog. You gotta do what I did. You gotta put in the work. You know what? Let's still go for 250 spirit hearts for fun. And that's why, like, I was kind of upset when they nerfed altars in the Astral and whatever, because before the 0.15.1 patch, when they put them back in the Astral, it took me an hour and a half to do 5 areas. And so far this morning, since they reverted that change and then made other things better for altars with that same patch, I have done like 2 or 3 islands in almost 2 hours now. One island was like 7 locations. One was like 5. I think this one's like 6 or 7. And like, I think I even said like 45 minutes in, like I had cleared 2 islands and did like 10 locations in half the amount of time, just because it's way easier to set my build up now. Versus, you know, doing 5 in an hour and a half when they made it like basically not impossible, but just completely obnoxious to play my build. Like it's a massive difference. And like I can actually like play the game and make progress and have fun once again. And like I legitimately did not feel like playing the game anymore once like I sat there for an hour and a half and only did 5 areas. I was like, dude, this is like dumb. This is boring. I put in all this time and effort to just have my build thrown down the drain, basically. It's like, I understand wanting to balance the game and having the game be like being a challenge and whatever else, but it's like, dude, I like damn near a year of my life into this game. Yeah, a lot of it's AFK grinding and whatever else, but like I have put a lot of time into this game to get to where I am. Like I have earned the right to be this powerful. And just like I said, just having that taken away from you with a simple update is just like, ugh. But regardless, that's not how it is anymore. So I am happy that I can at least play the game and still have fun and still enjoy my time that I am spending here right now. This is the last location for this island. And we'll be on island 87. And I might have enough. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, it depends on how much it actually needs. I might need a little bit more once I get the 100 for clearing. But we'll see. I may be able to buy the skill point right now. Then I'll be getting What is that? 23 skill points a level? Which doesn't seem like much, but I'm getting to around level 3000 by 49. That's another 3000 skill points. And obviously it's mostly for active play. Because the auto builder is very slow at spending points, so you don't get that far. But for active play and like when I start grinding red forts again, probably gonna wait and do that after they put in the spend all thing. They said that they're gonna put that in, so whenever we get the next patch. Satsi! What a nice man. What time is it? 11:30? I have to go to work an hour earlier today and work an hour longer. But I don't work out tonight, so I'll be home earlier. This island is complete. What do we got? A bunch of trash is what we got. Bunch of trash. I mean, I guess free spheres is fine, but... What's my time zone? PST. UTC -7. Whatever that means. Blind Guardian, that's me. Alright, we got anything shitty in here? We do! Just one shitty. That's fine. We got a slow guy right here, so we will... Can we buy the skill point? Boom. Oh, it only went up to 2. No, I guess that's still the same. It goes up 4.4. Okay. So 27, and then the last one will be 31.4. Good lord, dog. Move the US. What does that even mean? You can't like move the whole continent. Are you talking about like 24-hour time or something? Army time. I'm at 1800 right now, dude. What the hell's that? Just get a few boats and we'll just rope it down and pull it over. Like herding cattle. Americans are basically cattle, right? They're all a bunch of big old heifers. Oh man, I'm a terrible person. But I'm okay with it. Someone's gotta be awful, right? I didn't mean to do that. Get them big bull ropes. Man. So this is the reduces your speed area, so I am using Ambrosius to make it go faster. The good news is too, since I just spent all my Letum, I actually just got my Charisma buff yesterday. So I'll have that for another 6 days, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll have more than enough Letum by the time I need to buy it again. And yeah, we're doing great. Most you get from the feud buffs, if it has Mercury, you take Mercury 100% of the time. And if it doesn't have Mercury, the order of operations, in my opinion, should be total damage, elemental damage, probably gold value, then crit damage. In that order. There's also XP. If you want XP, you can take XP. but if we're talking about like damage-wise, total damage, elemental damage, gold value. Maybe gold value over elemental damage, since gold value affects everything. Total damage, gold value, elemental damage, critical damage. I would take elemental damage over critical damage because critical damage doesn't affect some stuff. Elemental damage will affect everything. If you have elemental attack from the magic tree, and obviously if you're using runes or any sort of like elemental weapon. Cheapest? What do you mean cheapest? The lowest? No. I would not do that. Like here, I'll show you my... Like these are my feud stats. I have almost 36,000 total damage, almost 12,000 XP, almost 32,000 elemental damage, 15,000 mercury, 24,000 critical damage, 13,000 allied damage. I have never taken allied damage, and I don't remember if I've taken gold or not, but like I haven't taken gold a lot if I have. The majority of my stuff is total damage. I've taken a bunch of XP because I stopped taking damage for a while to get my XP up because I have more than enough damage to clear the feuds. And then yeah, anytime Mercury's there, you take Mercury, guaranteed. And then beyond that, I have a lot of elemental damage because there for a while there was no total damage or XP or anything else. So yeah. You do critical damage? Yeah, like critical damage is fine if you're mostly melee, but critical damage doesn't affect the fire buff from prayer. Like that fire wave, this buff right here cannot crit. And for a while this was the majority of my damage. And it may still be the majority of my damage. Because it does make clearing very, very smooth. So it probably is still doing the majority of my damage. But yeah. I mean, how much time is on your feud? If your feud has like multiple days left and you're like very close to getting the next skill point, I would get the next skill point and then grind for a day and get your Ludum back, and then buy the charisma buff and then do the feud. 5.2k Ludum. How much do you need for the next skill point? If it's like a few K off, I would just buy the charisma buff and do the feud. Just get it over with. But if you're like right there, then yeah, you have 8k. Yeah, I would just buy the charisma buff. Just get the charisma buff, do your feud. That way you don't miss it. Try to get the cleric gear. Or see if it gives you cleric gear, whatever it is. If you leave your game on, you get 50 an hour, so 24 hours you get a lot. What's 5 times 24? That's 92. No, 96. Or 960? Something. Yeah, you basically get 1,000 a day, I think. Where my let 'em be? Well, you gotta think, it also depends on your herbalism stat and stuff too, right? So, like, if you don't take herbalism and you're not picking up herbs, then you're not getting a lot of stuff. But I would imagine where you're at, you're like, you have like the basic herbalism setup, right? Pick up mushrooms, pick up the herbs and pick up whatever the other shit is, flowers. Just get herbalism to level 3 at least. But obviously the more staff. Oh, look at all these rings, dude. I love rings. Let's see, what did we get? It's an Eve ring, of course. Why would you want a ring you can actually like get the stats from? Just get an Eve ring. Oh, there's no altars here. Question mark. Go back, please. Okay, now I have to go forward. Then go back. And we got the buff. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, herbalism. You obviously have to have the skills, the skill points, like at least level 3, and put a point in the first 3 to pick up all the stuff off the ground. And then you need like some sort of either what's it called? It's not called herb find. It's herb search. Either a little bit of herb search or just get like some sort of stuff. Fairies also help if you have fairies. Well, my experience gain from the store is at, what is this one? 171 million% increase. Not to mention, I have 10,694% experience gain from gear. And on top of that, I have the experience buff, which increases my experience gain by another 53,251%. And I'm pretty sure with all of that, I gain at least 1 level per creature, since XP is cut off and doesn't roll over. So everything that I kill, I get a level from, all the way through. $3,300. Yeah, like, XP gain is pretty important early on. Probably more so than damage, because obviously the more skill points you have, the more damage you're going to do overall anyway, right? So like any mercury you get, I would definitely pump that up. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like I have earned how powerful I am. For sure. Like all the XP gain, all the mercury I've spent and points, whatever else, like I've earned that. I put in the time and the effort and learned and acquired knowledge and, you know, collaborated with other people to figure things out and got information and whatever it is. Oh damn it, I'm supposed to be putting it in the spirit. I'm just so used to putting it into stamina. Damn it! Oh, okay, you're still buying the skill points, and yeah, still buying the skill points. For sure. Get the skill points done. Skill points are definitely the most important thing to buy. Bye! Most definitely. But yeah, if you can, like, look through your stuff, see if you can either make some rings with mineral search on it or whatever, or just try to put something on with mineral search. If you have any amulets with mining percent, I would definitely put those on. And then I don't know what sigils you have unlocked. I'm guessing you, well, yeah, you definitely don't have this yet, because this comes from... Actually, which one is this? Is this the green one or the... I think it's the blue one. Yeah. So you definitely don't have this yet, unfortunately. You gotta get to Island 50 for that. So that's a ways off. But yeah, anything you can do to increase your mercury gain. Any points you spend in mining increases how much ore you get, because it increases your mineral search. And then obviously getting mineral search on your rings, or even wearing like the mining gear. The miner's chest piece, I wore that for a long time. Comes the Poeta one? Okay. Yeah, I went from... I used Poeta for a long time, then I started using XP, then I went from that to Prayer. Once I started, once I started using the whatever, cleric gear, and like went full in on this build. Full in. And then when they got this one, amulet power is 4 times higher. That's how I get so much stamina, because this thing originally is like 700 and something mining, but obviously times 4 it is way more than that. And then again, you multiply that by the Gorgor stats, and when I'm at like full build, I'm at like 60 million mining. So 60 million times 5. That's how I get the billions and billions of stamina. Do for ring levels? What do you mean? Like, how do I level my rings, or what are you asking there? Let's see, this ring is level 15, this ring is only level 5 because it's just damage. This ring is level 8 because it's old. This ring is level 12 because I'm slowly working on that one. This one's 14. This one's level 8 because it's also old. This one's level 15 because it's my triple Gorgors. This one's level 20. This ring is level 20 as well. I think this is probably my best ring right here. And then this ring is really old, but it's level 16 because it's got the double Gorgors on the bottom. It's also got a decent amount of health. Other than that, it's kind of whatever. I need to replace this eventually, but I need to get a lot of Gorgors. A lot of Gorgors, and I wanna make another like big health ring. But some of these other ones I need to replace first before I replace that one for sure. Like these two. These two I definitely need to replace because they're just really old. Not much going on. I typically try to set up mineral search just because mercury is very important. If you're gonna go stamina, like I do, stamina is also very important. If you can get any total damage, spirit is also really good. If you're gonna go axes, axe damage is fine. Pick an element, whatever element you want to use, it doesn't really matter which one. Some feuds will make you use certain elements, which sucks, but not a big deal. Like I'm mostly air damage. I got like 10,000 air damage and 2,000 fire, like 800 water. So I have a little bit of everything. But yeah, mostly just like whatever you're trying to do, just focus on that. Like if you're using a bow right now, try to focus on bow stuff. Bow damage, attack speed. It just depends on what your setup is currently doing. I would look through your weapons and see if you have any weapons with Astral weapon on it, because that will help you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, Astral Weapon is this skill right here. Right now at level 20, my damage is 60% higher for each unused unit of spirit. I currently have 1.3 billion spirit. So what's 60 times 1.3 billion? It's a lot. It's a lot of damage. I mean, you probably have more than enough for where you're at. I guess if you're concerned about the spirit cost, like you don't have to put a ton of points into it. Just put enough to be able to do whatever you do. And then what you do is you get positive attitude and defense, and then you put some bones into Mirage, which will make you automatically dodge, and that will help you keep your spirit up. You can also take Aura Magic. Any minerals you collect restores spirit and mana. And there's also Scrambled Eggs. Restores all characteristics by 2052. Characteristics is just like the main stats and resources. So there's a lot of ways to like get spirit back and keep spirit up if you don't have regen. Because regen early on is pretty bad, all things considered. All things considered, there's 2 more rings, or we got the hard one. I have to reset, but that's fine. Pause my build, leave the location. Go back in. Level 3 perk, Gorgors only, camp, pray, get wrecked, nerd. Alright, what do we do for 5 minutes? What do we do for 5 minutes? Guess let's open these boxes. Am I at 26 yet? No. That's an Eve ring. That's flat health. Shooting experience gain, Rose will let us bow damage. I mean, that's pretty good if you need help leveling and are using a bow. It's a lot of stamina, a lot of bow damage. Not bad, not bad. That's a Glot ring. Go for Drilling, Earth damage, just whatever. Sword, mace, two-handed. And herb search. Alright. 23, 34 power, 30 blessings. Everything else is not good for me. Another Demiurgy. Another Banshee's Cry, so we can go to 26. Get more damage. More damage. Got a Spire. We don't want Spire. We want Abyss. Alright. Okay. Want to enhance this. Increase rarity. There we go. 25.8. I think the other one was like 23. What order would I max the knots? Number 1 would be this guy. Or drop 7 times more. I get like what is your build right now? Like what weapon are you using? Are you using a bow? Are you using sword and shield? Are you using axes? What are you doing? You got miner, mage, hunter, and necromancer mixed out. Okay. Using a sword. Okay, well, you definitely want the first one in warrior. You definitely want the second one in warrior. So I guess those two. Yeah, they're all maxed out. Okay, so thief is really good for gold. 3 per points in cunning. This is good for getting weasel, and I take pickpocket to steal potions. This I don't think really matters. Like sometimes I do run into the boss, and for whatever reason the boss turn around. So this actually might actually do something. Might actually do something. Pilgrim's really good. Like this first one right here. Each zone pass, the maximum spirit level increases by 3 until rebirth. So you get spirit over time as you go. This is +1 to the first three perks when you get them, so you get +2 instead of +1. This one's really good. Each cleared location on the island permanently increases your maximum spirit by 1. So that's great. And then altars restore 20% more characteristics, so every time you run by an altar, you get your stats back. And then +1 to Sacred Awe forever is fantastic. Chaos Bones requiring less health, also really good. If you're looking for more damage from Spirit, I would go Pilgrim first. If you're looking for more gold to be able to level up your weapons more, or to steal potions, then I would go Thief. Because ×2 to all gold, and then ×5 to all gold, so basically, whatever that is, ×10 total. Technically speaking. Or is it just additive? It might just be ×7, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you're using, do you have... Where are you? Do you have this guy? Ignatorings Sermon. This is a weapon you can get from basic chests. If you have this and you're using a sword, I would put this on, put 1 into Fire Strike, and then everything else in an Astral Weapon. And then just put base damage spheres into it. And that should make your damage super good. The only problem with this sword is the attack speed is 64%. You don't have it? Oh no. That's like the easiest one to get. It's either that or this, but this is a mace. If you have one of these, you can use that. There's also Banshee's Cry, which comes from regular chest, the one that I use. Desert Scourge. I don't even know what that looks like. Do I even have one of those? Sweet Death. I don't even think I have one of those. Yeah, I don't have one of those. So I recently cleaned up my inventory, so oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, like definitely try to get as many chests as you can. Try to get a Banshee's Cry. Like that's #1. Banshee's Cry is definitely the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. And then try to go axes if you can. If you can. Alright, here we go. Prayer #2. Damn it. Alright, what are we doing for 5 minutes? Don't have any chests to open. My shop apparently just flipped, but there's no amulets. Oh yeah, we need to check that Demiurge too. Let me see. We got a 26. 24, 225, so we go to 27. Ghost is okay. You can use the skeleton buddy to tank for you. And then Gorgors, I'm not sure what the difference is on the... Let's see, 55, 58 base. Gorgors is 50 and 40. So you would definitely want to use Ghost. Yeah, you can put 1 in a skeleton ally and then your Astral Weapon, and then I would just do base damage first for now. Get an Ease Rune for attack speed. And yeah. So that would definitely be better, be better than Desert Scourgy. So I don't even know what that weapon does. I don't even know what that weapon does. What does it do? But yeah, you can start with that from now. Use that. Get a shaman's bow for the XP buff. Use ease. You can use Red Moon or Tearing Wind to run faster. You probably want Tearing Wind right now. And then you have a 4th rune slot, so I guess you could use both Red Moon and Tearing Wind. You use Red Moon to kill birds to get more XP. Champ Shield. Oh, you have Beheading. That's the like 25 times damage or whatever. Chop off an enemy's head and instantly kill. 5% for bosses possess critical strike chance, but no more than 25%. Possible to chop off if the enemy's health exceeds the damage by 41 orders of magnitude. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's okay. What's the other skill? Because chopping strike is pretty nice, like if you're not using, or if the other... What's the other skill on Desert Scourge? Because chopping strike would be really good for that, I think, right? If it doesn't have chopping strike, I would use Sweet Death if you have Sweet Death. Sweet Death! Oh yeah! You said you had the mining tree already maxed out, right? So you have this thing. Preserving spheres is very important for where you are at, for sure. Oh, I didn't put spheres in. Let me do that. Oh, good with his shield. That's like, just like 10% damage or something per point, I think. What spheres? Are you just using base damage spheres, or what do you have in it? That would make the most sense right now, since you're not going for like a certain stat or something. See if I have a newer tier. Certainly does not seem like I have a newer tier. Do I have a newer shaman's bow? I don't even see a shaman bow. What the hell? Where's my shaman's bow at? Oh, it's right there. I'm blind. Doesn't really matter if that's up to date or not. I got my XP shield over here. Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright, what are we doing for 5 more minutes? I guess we can start spending points for fun. Alright, Donkey Kong 64, your job. Hold down control on the keyboard. Actually, plus tech point 1, plus 2 of the 1 for HP, plus 2 of stamina, plus 2 of spirits. What's it give you extra? Okay, yeah. So you're a little all over the place. They're gonna put in a thing to be able to spend all points. A developer was in my stream the other day and was asking about that too. I was like, yeah, I'm just right click only does, or control click only does 10 points at a time. And the dev was like, oh, okay, we'll add spend all. And I was like, yes, please. So probably next patch we'll get that whenever that is gonna happen. Because right now I have 31.4 sextillion mercury. Right now per 10 points, total damage costs 7.5 quad. Spending 10 points at a time, it's gonna take like actual hours, like maybe a whole day to spend this amount of mercury. Get past zone 10. Yeah, and I mean, if you have to, you can always just camp and regrind lower zones to get more levels too. Auto click, yeah, that's what's going on right now. We are watching my macro and G Hub going to work. I literally have my cartridge of Donkey Kong 64 sitting on the control button right now, and my macro is just smacking the button. And I'm just hanging out. We're waiting 5 minutes to try to get another buff. So might as well gain some more damage while we're waiting, right? I've already like done all the menuing I can do, so just spend some points, get some more damage. Yeah, the zone I'm on is no buffs from altars. It was originally no blessings at all, but they changed it in this last patch to be no buffs from altars. So you can still pray to get buffs, but you can only pray every 5 minutes. So I'm waiting 5 minutes to be able to pray again. I've already prayed 3 times and I haven't gotten the right buffs, so gotta keep waiting. Level up my weapons? What do you mean? Oh no, like where I'm at in the game, I can't kill anything unless I have the stats buff. Like those, like the stats buff and all the modifiers to the prayer buffs and all that stuff. Like I cannot kill anything unless I have that. Like, it doesn't matter what my weapon levels are. It doesn't matter what level I actually am. If I do not have that Gorgor stats buff, I do 0 damage. Well, not 0, but negligible. It's a negligible number. Right here. Let's go see what happens. Well, let's pray one more time, and then we'll go see what happens. Alright, I didn't get it, so... So yeah, obviously I'm level 1. I'm only hitting for double dick, triple dick. These guys have like TG health. So it goes DC, VG, and then TG. So the amount of damage I'm doing right now is like... What is that, like 6 zeros off of what I need to be doing? Or something? And like even if I... like level this up... Oh, I'm holding control. Well, whatever, that's fine. So even like leveling that up and spending the skill points there, I'm doing doing quad dick and then sometimes 6 dick instead of double and triple dick, right? But like, as you can see, the dude's light bar hasn't even popped up yet. If the light bar pops up, then that means you're doing like some sort of damage that is making the light bar move. And if you're not, then the light bar never pops up. Oh, if I was gonna do something like that, I would have to do like this build. And then we would do this, turn this on, turn this off, shoot the guy. Oh, this has my old weapon. Yeah, so like now I'm hitting for like Spudik, right? And if I swap back to this build, oh, apparently I just died. That's fine. But yeah, it's you have to do very specific things to be able to do damage without what I got going on right now. Oh, I'm still holding control. I guess that's fine. We just. Ah, you know what? Let me move this. Needed a shield to hit them? Shield to hit them with what? Ting 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 ting. This dude's blocking a lot, damn dog. Wish my block chest was that high. I usually just block with my face. Sphere of the Black Mark? No, you could put Sphere of the Black Mark in anything and it'll go off. So like this build over here, what this does is I have the Sphere of the Black Marks and the air arrows, and then I have this bow that has tags, which is basically the same thing, it's just a lot more. So like this thing at 26 gives 130% increased damage per mark. And then if you get a bunch of points in shooting and you take a bunch of split, you could shoot like 10 plus arrows per shot. So that's 1300 damage per shot. And then, you know, the arrows on top of that, that's 24%. And then yeah, and then Paragon just like multiplies all that damage with Chopping Strike and Dissection and whatever else. Yeah, well, another thing you can do is just set Ambrosia to like a zone 1 to try to speed it up a little bit if you have a lot of Ambrosias. Just end with zone 1, do the first zone, get some levels, and then start running through. Fix it later. Fix what later on? What do you mean? Just make sure I did this right. Okay. Damn it. I mean, why would they? Yeah, like all this means is if you have it on a shield, it's whenever you block, it goes off, right? But if it's on a weapon and you attack, It's every time that you hit. So no matter what you're hitting with, you're always going to be applying the mark. So air arrows is going to be attacking stuff, and then when you shoot the bow, you get tags and the black mark. So if you want to do it like that, like if you don't need the block, you would be better off using like an offhand. Like something with dissection. So like if you have, what's a decent weapon that has dissection on it? I don't even know. So you say you're using swords, right? Triple strike, poison strike, no. No, 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 no. Piercing, heavy weapon. Piercing again, piercing. Okay, so exquisite sword has dissection on it. So you could do Desert Scourge, exquisite sword, put the black marks on the exquisite sword, and then take dissection. But dissection is better with technique spheres, I think. But yeah, I think arrows is like the best thing to put black marks on, because you put all the technique points into the fire rate. Increase rate of fire by 25%. So you'll have 11. 11 times 25 is a lot. And you can also take ease in here, which affects runes now, to make it shoot even faster. Well, black onyx, you still have to you have to have 3 selected. Apparently it's not even showing the black onyx right now. That's weird. I'm guessing it's because I don't have all of them available. But even with the black onyx, you have to have 3 from each god available. So unfortunately, I can't like do anything other than what I'm doing, because I just have the 1 point in Gorgors to try to get the stats buff, but I still have to hit like that 1 out of 3 to get it. And unfortunately, this time I've been very unlucky. Very unlucky. So we've been sitting here for like 20-something minutes, which sucks. But that's just how it be. That's just how it go. Guess we could spend some more points here while we're waiting. Yeah, it's just this particular area. Altars do not grant blessings, so like I have to pray to be able to get the buff. But you can only pray every 5 minutes, so if I don't get it, then I have to wait another 5 minutes to try again. It is what it is. Alright, here we go. Stats buff, please. Give me that big, pretty face. There we go. Now I can turn the build back on. Now we wait. They just have NVG health, which is almost TG. And then this one I want to Ambrosia. Just to make it go faster. But yeah, like that's the only like real negative about my build, is like I cannot do anything if I do not have this buff. And I mean anything. And I mean anything. But, you know, it is what it is. It just sucks that took like 30 minutes. Matance? Which one's that? Oh yeah, that one's whatever, honestly. Like, it's good if you're bow and you don't want to run out of stamina, but overall I think there's better things to do. Also, apparently I'm getting Ludum right now, but you can't pick up herbs and stuff in the Astral, unfortunately. So I will have to get them in the next area, location, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, amulet's a real big deal. Like, my amulet's still not like super great. It's okay for what it is. Like, I don't think the running speed even does anything because of the... This guy has E96 health. Whatever that means. But yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, amulets. Once you get to Island 50, you get the Snow Queen stuff. Did that just have fat game on it? I swear I saw me some fat game. Anyway, various collect herbs for you. That's only if you take Astral Harvest. Flower fairies collect flowers in Astral with a chance of 1% per fairy. So you can have up to 20 fairies. Or no, it's only flower fairies. Never mind. You can only have 10 flower fairies. I thought it was chaos fairies too. It's not. So 10% chance to pick up a flower in the Astral, and then 3% chance fairies will triple the number of plants collected. I think these two sentences are not connected to each other. Like I think if you take triplicate, you can still triple your herbs. Question mark. Question mark. I probably should do that. I should make a build that farms ores and stuff and triples the drops. Take a bunch of herbalism. Take a bunch of mining. Probably do that for my grind build. Just got like enough prayer to clear the area. and just do like a bunch of herbalism and get this thing, because I think it might still have 3% chance to triple outside of the Astral, but I'm also not entirely sure about that either. Obviously the best way would be to test it and figure it out. Arcady. Oh man. I go take a nap before I go to work. Got a couple hours. Gotten pretty far. How much more do we have to go on this island? I think it's only like a couple more, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish this island up. Where am I at? On 63, so I need 18 more. Need 18 more, then we can test stuff. I guess we can also just see what it gives right now, because I definitely have enough to buy at least the next item. Let me see. Because I guess I don't have to buy this. I could just spend like 4 here, 4 here. And then have all 3 11s left. Actually, I would have to spend 2 more. So I'd have to spend at least 2 11s. So how many do I need for that? It's 81, so I need 70. That's pretty far off. I kind of just want to see what this next item is, because they had all of the ones that I already got in the update notes. This red snowflake, the money toad, the wolf figurine, and the Druid's Tear. So I already got all of those, so whatever is after that, I don't know what it's gonna do. And then I don't know if anything actually happens when you take all of the shards out of the Snow Queen, if she like breaks out of the thing or just starts whooping ass. I'm not entirely sure. Which is why I want to find out. Excuse me, sir, this is an asymmetry. Our last one is just enemies have a chance to dodge. Can I have the right buffs, please? There we go. I'll do that after this. We'll clear this, we'll get the zone 10, we'll rebirth with the thing on. I'll save my game before that, and then we can spin the stuff and see what happens, see what that next item is. If it's something interesting or not. I just don't think I'll be able to, if there's another one after that, I don't think I'll be able to get anything else. Turn those off for now. Babylon. Alright, get me out of here. So that was island 87 or 88? I don't remember. I check those other rings too. I didn't check those other rings. Isle of Seven Winds. It's a little guy. Okay. Easy island. That's good, that's good. Alright, what I want to do now, let's go ahead and go in here. Got a camp. Let's open these boxes. Still 25. Should be pretty close to 26 though. Okay. Let me spend this. Save my game. Okay. Then stuff. Okay, let's Get to zone 10. Oh, fairies don't work. My bad. I didn't realize that's what the zone was. I was like, why is there no altars, dude? I got the fairy buff. There should be a shit ton of altars right now. Nope. Who needs altars? Not me. Alright, so we want to take this on, put this on. Gotta rebirth the zone 10. Gotta go talk to old girl. What's up, lady? Alright, so I have 65. So it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay. 7, 9. What is that? 1, 5, and 3. I only need 4 for the gifts. Let's just do this. I want to see what it is. Astral Chest. Why is the UI weird? Why is the UI weird? Wizardry, close combat, those numbers are low. Okay, and then... what in the world? Okay, so there's no more gifts. I don't think this is supposed to be happening. I don't think so. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and load my game. And then, that is gonna be it for now. Go back down here to where I was grinding. By the way, I was grinding Stronghold of the Lost Ones yesterday for a good portion of time. And I got 20 skulls yesterday. Twenty whole skulls. So this is just where I'm gonna be grinding from now on, since I'm not really grinding for ore anymore. Just gonna be grinding for skulls, try to get a bunch of skulls. Apparently I have gotten some, so that's good. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until I have all 81 and then open them all up at once to see what if something happens when you do all of them. But we'll have to do that another time because I'm gonna go take me a nap before I go to work. I got a couple hours. I gotta get ready to go. But yeah, good stream. We got pretty far. We went from I think I was on fail area. So we cleared 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And then this one's an easy island, so we gotta get 16 more ice hearts to be able to do all of those buffs. And that last item is just an Astral Chest, which is fine. There wasn't an item after that either, so we'll just have to see what happens when I get all of them, where we can do all the buffs at once. And yeah, definitely be doing another stream soon to push more to get the rest of those and see what happens with that. And then we go from there. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Goodbye.